Hello everyone, I am Rudra Pratap Singh Chauhan and I am back with another video of Capgemini pseudocode round. So links of previous videos are in description box, check it. And if you haven't subscribed my YouTube channel, then must subscribe for latest updates. In this pseudocode, we have three variables A, B and C. And we have memory representation on the right hand side of the screen. After that, we have initial value of the variables. So value of A is 0 and value of B is 1 and value of C is not initialized yet. After that we have for loop in which we have each C from -1 to 1, which means the initial value of C is -1 and the condition is C is less than equal to 1 and each time C is incremented. So the value of C is now -1. After that we have a statement in for loop that A equal to A plus C. So value of A is 0 and value of C is -1. So 0 plus -1 is -1 and this -1 is assigned to the variable A. After that we have a statement B equal to A minus C. So value of A is -1 and value of C is also -1. So -1 minus -1 it means 0 and 0 is assigned to the variable B. After that C is incremented and the value of C now becomes 0. And after checking condition it will enter to the for loop and we have a statement A equal to A plus C. Value of A is -1. So -1 plus 0 is equal to -1 and -1 is assigned to the variable A. And statement B equal to A minus C. Value of A is -1 minus 0 equal to -1. So -1 is again initialized to variable assigned to variable B. And now C is again incremented. So it will check condition. So 1 is less than equal to 1, which is true. Then it will execute the body of for loop. And in body we have a statement A equal to A plus C. So value of A is -1 and C is 1. So -1 plus 1 0. And this 0 is assigned to the variable A. After that we have a statement B equal to A minus C. So value of A is 0 and value of C is 1. So 0 minus 1 is -1 and -1 is assigned to the variable B. After that value of C is incremented again and it becomes 2 and it will check condition. So 2 is less than equal to 0, which is false, and our for loop ends. And then we have a statement print B plus A. So value of B is -1 and value of A is 0. So -1 plus 0 equal to -1. We got our final answer, which is -1. Let's move to the next question. So the question is, what will be the output of following pseudocode for A equal to 7 and B equal to 41? So value of A is 7 and value of B is 41 and we have memory representation on the right hand side of the screen. And the values are initialized. So in this function we have integer fun, integer A and integer B. So value of A is 7 and value of B is 41. So fun of 7 and 41. After that we can execute the body of this function. So B equal to A minus B. Value of A is 7 and value of B is 41. So 7 minus 41, which is -34. And -34 is assigned to variable B. After that we have another statement which says B equal to B mod A. So value of B is 34. So -34 modulo 7 and the remainder is -6 and -6 is assigned to the variable B. -6 is assigned and after that we have a statement return B. So it will return the value of B, which is -6, and we got our final answer -6, option number B. Let's move to the next question. In this question we have only one variable, which is F, and the value of F is -16. After that we have if condition. in which we have f is less than equal to 17. So value of f is minus 16. So minus 16 is less than equal to 17, which is true. So we can execute the body of if. And in body of if we have another if condition, which is nested if. And in this if condition we have f plus 1 is greater than equal to 0. So value of f is minus 16. Minus 16 plus 1, which is minus 15, is greater than 0, which is false. So we can't execute the body of this if condition, and let's move to the else part of the body. And in else part we have print statement which says print state. So it will print state. We got our final answer, which is state, option number C. And in this question we have three variables a, b and c. I have represented on the right hand side of the screen. After that we got initial value of the variables. So value of a is 12, value of b is 1 and value of c is 5. And now we have if condition. In if condition we have a minus 11. So value of a is 12, 12 minus 11 is 1. And we know the rule that non-zero means true and 0 means false. So 1 is non-zero. So we can execute the body of if. And we have a statement a equal to 1 plus a. So 1 plus 12, 13, and 13 is assigned to the variable a. After that we have another if condition in which we have b minus 0. So value of b is 1. So 1 minus 0, which is 1, and 1 is non-zero means true. So we can execute the body of this if condition, and in this body we have b equal to 0 plus b. So value of b is 1, 0 plus 1, which is 1, and 1 is assigned to the variable b. After that we have another if condition, and in this if condition we have c minus 5. So value of c is 5, 5 minus 5 is 0, and 0 means false. So we can't execute the body of this if condition. After that we have statement print a plus b plus c. So the value of variables a is 13, b is 1 and c is 5. So 13 plus 1 plus 5, which is 19, and we got our final answer, which is 19. So let's move to the next question. This is simple array related question, and in this question we have integer k and integer a of 4 equal to 1, and 1 is in curly bracket. And on the right hand side of the screen we have memory representation of the variable and array. So if you notice that integer a of 4 equal to 1, so 1 is in curly bracket, it means it is initializing array, and 1 is assigned to the first index of the array, and after that 0 is assigned to the rest part of the array. So we have now for loop, and for loop says k equal to 0 and k is less than equal to 4 and click k plus plus. And after that we have print statement. It means it will print the value of array, and the value of array is 100 100, and we will get our final answer, which is a 100 100. Thank you.